here at Raul Morales Entrepreneur, coming at you this beautiful Sunday afternoon. And I just want to chat, see how you guys doing, and just share some stuff here about entrepreneurship, right? And I'm sitting here at my desk, and I was journaling, getting into having a DMO, right, the daily method of operation. Um, so you get in a routine of doing things one way, and you get more productive because you achieve stuff. You can check off. There's some people who are list based, and they love to check things off. And so you when you get into a routine, you knock out those things that you want to accomplish right away in the morning. So in the morning I get up, I drink water. Very important to hydrate after a long night of sleeping. Drink coffee, have my breakfast, do affirmations, things like that, right? I'm grateful for what I have and what I've succeeded, and now moving forward. But what I wanted to come to you was about talk to you a little bit about network marketing, and I just wanted to share with you some old practices that have vilified network marketing, and realize this, that network marketing is a business like any other business. Unfortunately, there is such a low entry cost that people don't give it the value they should. If you're going to buy a McDonald's, you got to pay $1.5 million liquid cash. If you're going to buy a Subway, I think it's something close to $100,000, right? If you're going to start a lawn mowing service, it's going to cost you about 50,000, 40,000, 60,000. But by the time you get the equipment and get everything set up, right? Those are big chunks of money. Those are big chunks of money. And so you give it due diligence because you go, I don't want to lose all this money, and you just decide I'm just gonna hit it hard, and you do what it takes, right? You do the work, and that's the point. Remember that word. You do the work. You do what it takes. And network marketing, many years ago, the opportunity of network marketing came to be, and it was just 100, 200. Even today, it's about $200 average, $200 to $300. Let's say two plus or minus. And so people will get into the business with very little investment, and so not much to lose. Not much to lose. So what happens? The the people will want to succeed, but did not treat it as a business. So let me give you a couple of statistics. They say the average business takes 5 years to go into the black. So for the first 5 years, they're either breaking even or losing money. In network marketing, they wanted to make money, like, not make money, because you can make small amounts of money fairly quick in network marketing, but they wanted to make thousands of dollars. They wanted to become rich. Let's just say they wanted to become rich, and as such, they made the mistake. Number one, they inflated to people the possibility. They inflated what was possible um, to achieve. People, for whatever reason, people bought into that narrative of, you can become rich in a year, or you can become rich in 6 months, or you can make $10,000 in a month. Come on, that's no here nor there, because it's not. Well, it is here because it's not possible if you're gonna have a legitimate business. So last year in 2021, the Department of Labor said that nearly, I forgot the exact number, between six and 700,000 small businesses got started. 20% fail on the first year. 50% will fail within 5 years of the start. So which is 2021. Greater than 75% of businesses will fail within 10 years. And that does not mean that the remaining after 10 years are doing well. Their doors are still open. Those statistics, because of the mindset, translate inside network marketing. People start the business and don't give it the due diligence. Remember, I told you, work, discipline, that needs to be done. So in the early years of network marketing, and I say network marketing is a fairly old industry, but 6, 7 decades ago, well, not even 6, 7 decades ago, 5 decades ago, people were saying, you're going to get rich in 2 months, in 3 months, in 4 months. People were saying you don't have to do anything. You just products sell themselves. People were saying we're deceiving other people. I think this is the biggest uh, vilified point is people were deceiving others into coming. Like your friend will invite you over for dinner, and then either you did not get dinner, and or if you got dinner, but then they will break out a board or something and start giving you a business presentation. Not even ask you, just start doing it. And those practices soured people, and they just started giving network marketing a bad name. It's not the industry, it's the people. Just told you that of 600,000 businesses, small businesses that got started last year, in 10 years time, over 75-80% of them are going to fail. Does that mean business is bad? No, it means they didn't, somewhere along the line they went wrong, because there are many people who succeed. There are many people who are successful at doing what they're doing, whatever that doing is. Whether you have a lawn cutting service, whether you have a small mom and pop store, whether you are doing something well or something correct that is letting you succeed, is the same thing in network marketing. So people come into network marketing and they don't do anything. They don't talk to anybody. They don't do anything. They don't promote. They don't advertise, nothing. And then they go, network marketing doesn't work. Is that true? Does network marketing not work? Or did the person didn't work network marketing? In the military, we used to say, plan your work and work your plan. Plan your dive and dive your plan. Right? So you plan what you were going to do, and then you executed the plan to be successful. It's the same thing in any business. Plan your business, or yeah, plan the work of your business, and then work the plan. And if you don't do that, you're not going to succeed. Imagine having, I'll give you two examples. Imagine having the best real estate location, the 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 best restaurant, right? Best real estate location, best restaurant, and you never open the doors. Doesn't matter that you have prime location and the best name restaurant. If you never open the doors, you're gonna fail. That's an absolute. You're gonna fail. Here's the other example. What if grandma, or what if you bought a piece of furniture, or if grandma gave you the perfect recipe for a chocolate cake? I mean, perfect recipe, and grandma told you, if you don't change anything on this, you can open a bakery, and just with this chocolate cake, you will become successful. Then you go, thank you, and you take your recipe, and then you go and you open your bakery. There you go. You're rocking and rolling. Bakery's open, and then things are going well, and then you decide, because you read something, you heard something, somebody told you something, you're gonna change the recipe. You're gonna modify something. There's a system. Grandma told you the recipe is perfect. In network marketing, there's a correct way of doing things. There's a correct way of making the cake with the recipe, and then you go change it. You start to improvise. Now, in business, sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't. With your recipe, it may work. Sometimes it won't. But grandma already told you the recipe is perfect. Why are you going to go change it? You may want to keep doing the the cake, right? You keep doing the cake the way you're supposed to do it, and then you come over here and you try something. And if it works, great. But if it doesn't work, then you drop it. But you keep the original recipe going. You keep the original recipe going. You don't change the original recipe. You don't tell people they're gonna get rich in 2, 3 months, 4 months. You don't tell people, you don't deceive people into coming to you and sharing the opportunity. You got to be transparent, and that's the way that's the way it should be. So, but does that make network marketing bad? No, absolutely not. Just like 80. So 6 times 80 is 480,000 businesses are going to fail. Then does that make business bad? Because small business, because 480,000 businesses are going to fail within the next year of the ones that's just the ones that started in 2021? Absolutely not. It just means that something went wrong with those people. And if you go into the labor Department of Labor and you look, there's different reasons. The product wasn't right. The market wasn't right. The advertising wasn't right. They didn't have enough capital to function during the dips. Business is up and down, so they didn't have enough capital to function during the dips to wait. To support them until they get to the next high. There's a list of I don't know, 20 reasons why businesses fail. Robert Kiyosaki has a book called Cashflow Quadrant. Cashflow Quadrant um, explains, among other things, it's a really good book. If you haven't read Cashflow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki, read it. Read the preceding book to that one as well, Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you don't know Robert Kiyosaki by name, you probably know the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. In Cashflow Quadrant, he talks about what's an asset, what's a liability, and he explains how to move money and how to become to get out of debt or to become debt free. But he also has a quadrant. In that quadrant, he is it's a quadrant. It's 4 quadrants, and on the left side of the quadrant, I don't have my image backwards, but on the left side of the quadrant, he has employees and self-employed. So the quadrant top is employees, bottom part of is self-employed. Looking at the numbers again, the labor department, the 85% of the population are employees, 1% are self-employed. On the right side of the quadrant, he has business owners, or I call them entrepreneurs, and at the bottom, investors. Entrepreneurs, 7.4% of the population are entrepreneurs, 6.6 are investors. So who are investors? Investors are the millionaires, people who have money, that invest money to make more money, right? They don't have to do a task, when they just invest the money and they make more money. The entrepreneurs are the ones building a business and opportunity to generate wealth, to generate income. And unlike the the solopreneur, the self-employed, the difference between the self-employed, and this is where Robert Kiyosaki describes the asset and liability. The self-employed must be present to make money. The guy who owns the lawn service must go out and cut lawn in order to make money. The doctor must go see patients to make money. The lawyer must go see clients to make money. The person who uh, owns a bakery, to save money, they must be present in the bakery. Now, don't take me wrong. The lawn service guy can have 10 crews. And if crews, meaning, 3 or 4 people per crew, and they go out and they service a route. So now he has become an entrepreneur, because now he stays home and all he does, he collects the money from his 10 crews. So you can migrate from self-employed into the entrepreneur section. But what's the main difference between left and right? Employee, self-employed, entrepreneur, and investor. The difference is, for the employee and the self-employed, they must be present to create revenue. They have to be there. For the entrepreneur and the investors, they create assets. So they have an asset that produces them money. So they do not have to be present. The asset produces money. You work to build that asset, and then that asset starts to generate income for you, and then you can relax and you can lean back, and then you can enjoy your life, because now you created the asset that is going to give you the revenue. How big of an asset? That's up to you. I mean, what are you looking for? Are you looking for an extra $500 a month? Create an asset that generates $500 a month. Are you looking to get out of work? You felt like, I don't want to be in the rat race anymore, get off of the hamster wheel. Then how much do you make? Then create an asset that generates in an amount equal or greater than what you make. What's that? 50, 60, $70,000. If you want to leave a legacy, you want to be wealthy, you want to be able to help others, then create an asset that produces you 100,000, 200,000, $300,000 a year. Is that possible in network marketing? Absolutely. Absolutely. Unequivocally. And if you need examples, drop me an info in the comment section. Okay. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you I would appreciate if you follow, or if you drop me a heart, and just for this chat. So I'm new to this space, and I'm getting started. So I would appreciate the love. So drop me a heart, and if you want more information, just drop an info. No commitment. I'm not here to recruit anybody. My main goal is to give back. I have been blessed to have what I have. I am blessed to not have to worry about money. I am home. I am retired um, from conventional business. I have um, um, a business, a network marketing business, but I have a business that I'm developing that is allowing me to stay home and not have to work for anybody. Retiring from the military, when you retire from the military, you lose about 60, or you decrease, you don't lose, you decrease about 60% of your monthly income, because of different things. Some stuff, the housing and food is not accounted into your retirement, and then they take 50%, anywhere between 50% to 75%, depending on how many years over 20 you do in your career, and that career allows you to um, that career that base pay. They calculate when you retire that career, the 20 plus years, they take 50% to 75%, multiplied by your base pay, and that's what you get. But remember, 50% of 100%, and not they took off a chunk from the top. So in reality, just for the sake of numbers, if you were making $10,000 a month, for simplicity of numbers, and you retire $4,000. What do most people do in the military? They go from work in the military, from active duty, they retire, and they go get a job. They go get a job not because they want to, not because they're disciplined to work, not because none of that. When people tell me, when my brethren from military tell me, "Oh, I love working, I have this," no, you don't. No, you don't. Be honest. If you can stay home with your family after all the deployments, everything we've done in the military, all the time we lost with our kids and everything else, if you can stay home with your family, you would. We have to go to work because you need to replace that income to maintain the standard of living. And if you have enough money, then if you go to work, is because you want to be out. Let's be real. Let's not fake anybody. You either choose to be free, or you choose not to be free. But nobody chooses to be in indentured servitude, right? Indentured servitude. You don't choose to work for somebody and to retire. In the military, there's a different mindset in terms of um, who you're loyal to. In the military, we're not loyal to an employer. We're not loyal to a company. We're loyal to country, right? And it's something that comes from the heart. It's a little bit different. So I respect all of my military, counterparts, of all services, and I applaud you. But when you retire, you don't go to work because you're disciplined to work, because you love to work, because anything else. Because given the choice, you rather stay home. And so consequently, I'm getting off track here. So my goal is to give back. My goal is to there's something I heard that it impacted me. It says the significance of your life is going to be measured by the people who are better off because you're existing. The significance of your life is going to be better off. The significance of your life is going to be measured by the families, people that are better off because you're existing. And my goal right now is to help. In 2022, I want to help 100 people become, or 100 families become, financially independent. Now, I'm not telling you they're going to become wealthy. The financially independent meaning they're not going to struggle with money. And then after that, I want to help thousands, thousands and thousands. Why? Because I want to have significance. I want to put forth my effort, my time to help people become financially independent, because I think a father or mother, whoever, or both, if they're both working, if it's a dual income household, um, deserve to be, financially independent. I think they deserve to, if they have children, they deserve to give the values of those children, growing up, not somebody in a daycare or some care, after school care or something like that. I'm sure the mom and the dad would like to be the ones to give the values to those kids. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. And many people do not know that there are opportunities out there for people to do that. Network marketing is one. Network marketing is not the end of all things. Network marketing is just one. And the other thing is, any business owner will tell you that you need to diversify. Read Robert Kiyosaki's book on finances. Read um, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. You have to diversify. You cannot have, the old saying, don't have all your eggs in one basket. You need to diversify. So network marketing is not the end to all things. You just build the network marketing business, you create some revenue, and you go invest. You know, I always tell people, do what you do for passion, not because of money. Do what you do for passion, not because of money. If you want to be a teacher, be a teacher because of your passion, not because you have to make money to pay the bills. So build a network marketing company, make your money, pay your bills with your network marketing business, and then be a teacher because you love it, not because. So I can't tell you. I worked in the operating room, and I can't tell you how many doctors were so frustrated for different reasons, but the main reason being insurance. They couldn't practice medicine the way they wanted to because insurance was dictating a lot of the decisions they were making. Inclusive, they needed to, it was a volume. They had to cease, the insurance dictated how much they were going to get paid. So the doctors had to increase the number of patients. They saw the volume in order to create the revenue that they would like to have. And they were totally frustrated. I said, why don't you do something else? Their answer was always the same. I've invested so much time and money in this career, I can't change. And you know how many years a doctor has to go to school. And in particular, if they didn't have the money to go to school, they took loans. Doctors, when they go to practice, they're $200,000, $300,000 in debt. Now, they're going to be able to pay that back? Absolutely. Doctors make enough money to pay that back. But it's going to take years. But then they're strapped because of. So they were just totally frustrated. Imagine a doctor who can build an asset on the side that generates them enough money to pay all the bills, to mitigate all their expenses. Now they can be a doctor because they love it, not because they have to pay the bills, because they love it. And you ask, well, a doctor makes a lot of money. Yeah, in network marketing, you have the potential to make a lot of money. I know a lot of people in network marketing who make more than doctors and work nowhere near as much and have nowhere near the responsibility that a physician or surgeon or anybody has. And doesn't have to be paying 50, 60, $100,000 a year just in liability insurance. So remember, the significance of your life is going to be measured by the number of people who are better off because you're existing. Find a purpose. Find something to do. I'll tell you, uh, like I said, my goal for 2022 is to help 100 families, 100 people become financially independent. And then after that, thousands. Because when I get to the pearly gates, if you're Christian, and I want to arrive out of breath, sliding in, and just saying, this was a heck of a ride, then barely able to walk and get to the pearly gates. And I'll tell you, if you look at the statistics, um, most people die within 5 years, or 5 years, within 5 years, 5 years plus or minus of retirement. And the reason is they just don't give, they give up. They give up. They stop dreaming. And when you stop dreaming, you start dying. There's an adage that says many people die at 30, 35. They just get buried at 65, 70, maybe 80 because of the technology and medicine now. But you stop dreaming. And when you stop dreaming, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you start dying. There is no such thing as staying static. You're either growing or you're dying, but you cannot stay static. And you have to be able to dream. And when you have an opportunity to develop an asset, in my case, it was network marketing, to develop an asset, go for it. I'll leave you with this exercise. Look at all the people who were born to be, were able, blessed to, go to 100, 102, 103, 100, and normally 90 something, those people were mentally active. They were dreaming. There was always an opportunity. They were always trying to do something, trying to achieve something. So stay active. Stay active. Do something. Do something. And don't fall victim to the self pity. I cannot do this or I cannot do that, because everybody can. Everybody can achieve something. Everybody has the ability to do something. Whether it's health wise, if somebody tells me I'm too broke to do anything, no, you're not. That's not true. You can go walk. You can, unless you're impaired to walk, but you can always do something to be dreaming, thinking, improving yourself, and moving forward. So remember, the significance of your life is going to be measured by the number of people that are better off for you because you're existing. Keep that in mind. Be grateful, be thankful, and whenever you can give a lending hand, give out a lending hand. All right, my friends, this is it for today. Hope to see you more. God bless. Take care. Have a great Sunday.